Once the dampening field generator is down, we will evacuate the forge and return to Voyager via the shuttlecrafts.
Crewman Jaworski, yes.
Sir, how are we going to get the harvester back to the forge? We don't know how to operate it, do we?
The science team has examined the harvester ship and discovered an automatic recall system. The ship is programmed to return to the forge on its own.
Your team leader, Ensign Monroe, will now brief you on your specific mission objectives.
The first team is going to be a small group. Just myself, Telsia, Beesman, and Chell. We will board the harvester and initiate the auto-return sequence. We believe the harvester will return to this area of the forge, a docking ring of some sort. Still under construction, apparently. Our scans indicate that the external defense's power grid is located somewhere in this area. Once we shut it down, we'll call for the reinforcements. That's where the rest of you come in. Once we rendezvous, we will spread out and proceed down this main shaft. We'll try to locate the generator for the dampening field and destroy it, allowing Voyager to escape. Any questions? Liz?
What kind of resistance are we gonna run into?
Honestly, we don't know. We presume there'll be more harvesters over there, and who knows what else. We don't know anything about this forge, and who's operating it, but I expect pretty heavy resistance. Look, I know some of you must be scared. I know I am. But the Hazard team was created and trained for exactly this kind of dangerous assignment. We can beat this thing.
This crew has repeatedly surprised and impressed me over these past several years. Starfleet, Maquis, and others. We've all come together and performed beyond the expectations of even the finest starship crew. I know you can do this. We will shut down this death trap.
All right. Let's suit up and get going. My team, meet by the harvester docking tendril in 1/2 hour. Dismissed. Come to wish me luck, Tuvok?
Vulcans do not believe in luck, Mr. Monroe. However, your success is crucial. And while I believe you will prevail, I hope that your mission does not encounter undue adversity.
Thanks, Tuvok.
We will join you as soon as your team deactivates the outer defenses.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the final mission of Star Trek Elite Force. We are on the Forge with our best buddies Beesman, Chell and Telsia, and we're going to be looking to try and shut down this death trap for good. Of course, after the ubiquitous speeches that we had from Janeway and Monroe, you know, this isn't a bad idea, guys, at all. We could just fly away, but you know, we're responsible for everything that happens in the universe, of course.
Hey, Chell. Hope you're not afraid of heights.
Why?
Bro, Chell's never gonna make it across. See if you can find an easier way down for him. We'll cover you.
You'd have thought that people might have gotten over vertigo by the 24th century, really. I suppose one of the ways, sort of more traumatic ways maybe to deal with it, just use the holodeck and dangle them over a cliff for a while. But yeah, unfortunately Chell is afraid of heights, and we appear to be out in deep space pretty much here. So we're just going to have to deal with it as we can. Just going to use the sniper mode on the compression rifle here. Oh, someone, I think that was Chell, just used the disintegrate shot on the rifle. So rather unnecessarily bloodthirsty there from our blue-skinned colleague, but whatever. I'm just making sure that the way is clear for me here, just shooting some harvesters, and then it's just a bit of rather simple platforming in low gravity. We've done this before, but yeah, fairly nice backdrop. I kind of like it. That's the pipe that we have to go down there, and we just have to be a little bit careful because obviously we don't want to go floating out into space, because that'd be just a little bit inconvenient really. Plenty of ammo here. Unfortunately it's the wrong ammo, so just looking round, drop down here, and yep, ammunition crystals and lots of them. Oh, a couple of harvesters here, so let's get rid of him. Don't really want to be fighting on these platforms because obviously there's not really a huge amount of movement potential on these platforms, and you start backing away or running uncontrollably and you'll end up in a lot of trouble. I see my guys are still firing over there. I'm not too sure what they're firing at. I think harvesters may have come out of that force fielded area. I can't quite get a shot at the moment, so I'll just keep moving. Could go across here, but if we just drop down to this platform, there we go. You'll see at the end of this rather twisted, and feels really unnecessary to be in that sort of shape, but that is a weapon energy terminal on there, so I'm just going to go and refill my compression rifle. I don't understand why it could be like that. It looks like a pretty solid piece of wire. Or wire. I don't know if I want to call it a wire, but conduit, shall we say. And we're just going to head back. We're just constantly feeling like I was going to drop down here. And there really is nowhere else to go at this point, so we have to do a run jump here. Sorry for the cut, but I was looking around for quite a bit. It's been a while since I've actually done this mission, so I wasn't too sure of the pathing that I had to take. So we just have to do a running jump there. In a zero-G environment you go miles with a running jump, so things going okay so far. For those of you wondering why the sudden influx of videos that I've done, I have been on some other projects for a little bit of time, but I kind of noticed turrets. I kind of noticed during my absence that I ended up with 500 subscribers, so or at least I hit 500 subscribers, which has taken a while, but it's a nice milestone, and thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed to me. You guys are great, and I hope I can continue producing content for you for a long time. So it's now time to head back into the superstructure of the forge and take this, what's essentially a grav lift downwards, and we will end up in pretty much the forge proper at this point. Not really encountered much resistance so far, just a few harvesters, but I'm sure that that's going to change. We've been introduced to a brand new enemy at pretty much every point, so I can't really see this being any different whatsoever. And since this is going to be the last mission of the game, there's probably going to be some sort of big bad for us to sort out at the end, because there always is. This is a first-person shooter, and alright, it's a Star Trek game, but it still adheres to the rules, shall we say. Beesman keep telling me to get out of the way there.
There's atmosphere in here.
Must be the Harvester's uglier cousins.
I don't think they like us very much.
Nope, Chel's pretty much right. They don't like us very much. I don't think these guys have an official name. They're just basically the big harvesters, so we'll call them that.
Great. More force fields.
Nice to see that Beesman hasn't at all lost his ability to lose his cool over absolutely nothing, but it's nice to have him on the mission anyway, because we're going to need his hot-headedness at some point.
Hey, you dropped the force field.
And we're going to also need him to point out everything that's completely obvious, like he's doing here. I'm using the Tetrion Disruptor for the moment, but what you will notice in this first video of the final level at all is that I just keep using completely the wrong weapon for the wrong situation. I think the best weapon on this level is, I think it's a toss-up between the grenade launcher and the arc welder. I'm not sure there's much of a reason to use the Tetrion Disruptor when I've got access to the arc welder. I mean, the Tetrion Disruptor is awesome and there's no doubt in that at all, but the arc welder is just absolutely devastating. So the only reason not to use the arc welder would be because you're scared of using too much ammo for it. And since it uses the same ammo as the Tetrion Disruptor, and it's not like the Tetrion Disruptor is, you know, it's not as if it's conservative on ammo, then you're probably just better off using the arc welder. Having said that, I think I prefer the grenade launcher over both of them in this mission. The grenade launcher is super good, unless you're in an area where you're in tight quarters, which does sometimes happen, and I will end up paying the price, I'm pretty sure, on this mission for setting off some explosives in my face at a certain round. Can't promise the photon torpedo launcher won't come out at some point either.
That must be the perimeter defense.
Never seen technology like this.
No, it's pretty cool, isn't it? How do we break it? There's got to be a way to break it, surely.
I can't deactivate the defense system from here. Wait a second. I think I can... Yes. I can run an endless loop, a simulation of current sensor data. It will just extrapolate all of the ship's current movement.
So the targeting computers will think all the ships are just drifting normal.
Right. When reinforcements come, the targeting computers won't see them.
Good thinking, Chell. Monroe to Voyager. The defense grid is down. You should be able to bring in reinforcements to the docking ring. But you better hurry. It's a pretty heavy resistance.
Understood. We shall be there as soon as possible. In the meantime, try to locate the main central shaft of the forge. Our scans indicate it should lead to the energy dampening field generator.
Acknowledged. Monroe out. All right. We better get moving before more of those things show up. We can meet up with the reinforcements on one of the lower levels.
Okay. I've locked that exit down there.
Okay, so time to do some rendezvousing with the rest of the Voyager crew. And at this point I'm going to completely admit I get a tiny bit lost about where I'm supposed to be going. Fortunately my teammates sort of lead me back to where I need to be going. Yeah, I end up going sort of back on myself here, so I'm just going to follow Chell. Or am I? No, I don't think I am. I'm just going to jump down here instead. Why I did this I have no idea, but hello? Oh, good, caught him. It's good for someone else to be leading me around for once. Maybe someone else will get shot instead. Oh, there's everyone else. Let's get going. Onslaught, that doesn't sound like a good thing. Oh well, Tetrion Disruptor out, and let's move forward. Yeah, as you can see I'm firing at long range here, and the Tetrion Disruptor just isn't anywhere near as effective at long range. You can see I'm chewing through ammo at this rate as well. And to be honest, these sort of bigger harvesters, they are fairly tough, but they're not exactly, you know, they're not something that's going to cause you complete and utter nightmares. They are dangerous, but not as dangerous as they could be. Wow, taking bits from Voyager, that's not nice of them really. Still nothing important, I'm sure.
Hey! What? That's my Nausicaa wrestling trophy! Alright, now I'm really gonna have to teach him a lesson.
Calm down, crewman.
I'm sure there's a joke in here somewhere about nothing of value being lost, but I think that Beesman would probably kill me for making it at this point in time. Still, it was a pretty awesome trophy. It was really big. Didn't realise that they had Nausicaa wrestling trophies. That sounds quite awesome, really. Still, unfortunately, he's lost it and he's never going to get it back. Oh, more harvesters. Oh, here we go, running out of ammo. And why I've switched the iMod, I don't know. The iMod is fairly damaging, but really its only use is against the Borg. All the other weapons in the game have better. And this is the whole sort of theme of this video, of me getting the wrong weapon out and paying for it. And of course my squad mates decide to follow me with wrong weapon and end up using the scavenger rifle. So overall there's a pretty immense amount of failure going on in this mission already. And it doesn't help I'm getting shot to pieces either, so really I'm making a bit of a mess out of this mission at the moment. I mean, fortunately nothing's gone terribly wrong so far, but you know, this mission, I'm not gonna lie, this mission's pretty rough in parts. So you know, I think that I could definitely have done a lot better, but then again I'm not an FPS aficionado by any stretch of the imagination, and I also panic, let's just put it that way. Pick up some ammo for my arc welder, etc., and here they come again. And yeah, what I've done here is I've allowed myself to be completely flanked, so, and I've also managed to miss from 3 inches, so things are really not going well for me at this point. I'm getting the hell shot out of me. I'm probably shooting my crew while this is going on as well, so overall things not going too brilliantly for me. I'm going to need to find a life pad at some point, otherwise I'm going to end up well, dead's probably the best term. So I'm going to head back up here, recharge a few of my guns, recharge my health, and you know it's bad when you've used up a health energy terminal, you know you're getting shot to ribbons. But let's move on, once my teammates allow me to move on. They do have a habit of getting in your way, especially on this mission. And no, nothing of value at the moment, so I suppose we just head through the door and run straight into a harvester. Never mind, keep going. A few more at the bottom end of this tunnel, but I don't think they're going to be too much of a problem. I don't know when I decide to get the arc welder out, but it should be soon. At least I hope it's soon, otherwise I'm just going to end up burning ammo. Although this is where the Tetrion Disruptor really shines, is in like thin halls and corridors. Where did he come from? I'm pretty sure I came from up there. You can see my health is continuing to take a beating here. Nanobots aren't really doing very good. It's all going onto my health. Still, keep going down. And what have we got in here? Another weapon energy terminal. Lots of these guys. Wow, I'm really getting the hell shot out of me here. Come on, I need a health terminal really badly, otherwise I'm going to bleed to death.
Hey, check it out, man. There's some of those creatures in these containers. What's that all about?
Who cares? As long as they stay in there.
Hello? Hello? Hey, ugly! Wake up!
Hey, be careful.
Ah, he's sound asleep. He's lucky he's in there.
Is that 1, 2, 3 foreshadowing? See you next time.